Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Game 3 and the final game between Fnatic and Team Liquid after just a spectacular Game 2 and a pretty good Game 1. We are reaching the end of the series. Of course, this is TPL4. I am Luminous and I'm joined by Nebula. So, have you answered some of the must-answer questions that we tackled last time?
So I've got it. All right, here's the most important thing. First off, I want everybody to go watch Game 1. If you haven't watched that, it's a spectacular game. I recommend you go watch it. Game 2 was equally amazing. Watch that one afterwards, and then come back and watch this because there's going to be some spoilers. And if you've already done that, pause this right now. Go to YouTube, type in Dota 2 Rap with Lumi Balling featuring SGG, okay? I want you to watch that. That is basically the greatest video I've ever seen in my life, and I recommend that anybody just go do it now, okay?
10 seconds.
This game is complex.
Please.
But we ain't no fools. Just do it, please, for me. Just go do it. All right. Continue. I'm going to drink some coffee while you analyze.
Well, I'm going to analyze that PL's ban. Or, sorry, Keeper's ban. PL's in the pool. But Fnatic got Wisp first pick. And there's a CK.
Well for them. I think I know what's about to happen. Did I wrote the long replay? Let's see. Magnus. Oh, no, Kalo got banned. It's not the exact same.
Not the same thing.
But we do see the Darkseer picked up. So they went in and grabbed the Prophet. So no Prophet for Fnatic this time.
This is also kind of awkward because Team Liquid generally have Boba to play either the Darkseer or Nature's Prophet. So automatically we might assume Darkseer is going to go mid, which is the fine mid hero. But the Unstoppable Force has been picked.
It's back, but the immovable object is half banned. They cannot do Coddle PL this time.
The immovable object last game got moved. And they got moved pretty hard.
Alright, I already told them spoiler warning, that's okay. That said, I think there's a good chance that Liquid have other people who can play Darkseer and Prophet. Just saying, I don't know, they're pretty good. That's what I'm saw.
No, I'm assuming. I'm assuming because of the heroes in terms of what lanes they go to. I think Darkseer goes mid because he's a very, very good mid hero actually, and probably one of the few mid heroes I could deal with CK Wisp. You stand back, you throw some Iron Shell creeps, and well, you win the lane.
I bet you Fluff and Stuff jungle's Fury and Darkseer goes bottom with Boba.
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, GG. GG.
Gondar has been picked by Fnatic. They have CK Wisp Gondar.
This is the Unstoppable Force with like rocket jets powering it.
Nah, that's just some bullshit on the backside. I hate this hero. This hero, I'm like, you know what? Just a little shout out to Pyrian Flax. This hero is the bullshit of the bullshit, alright? There is no hero quite as bullshit as Bounty Hunter. He's
got a bandana. You say he was gangsta.
Banana? No, he's got a bandana.
And a banana.
He might have a banana. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. This shit is bananas.
5 seconds remaining.
Thank you.
It could be this bullshit as bananas. Oh, it's perfect. That'd have been so much better. It's bullshit. Anyway, so Liquid here on their third pick. Perhaps they'll pick something useful this time. Last game, nobody was really useful.
Everybody was pretty useful giving CK gold. Now, the reason that this combo is really, in my opinion, one of the more imbalanced combo is once you get going, and that's, you know, a big kind of if kind of thing. Once you get going, though, Bounty Hunter runs around by himself, suddenly 3 people pops up, steals your money, steals your shoelace, and then steals your shoes.
He's the most gangsta hero in Dota, then.
Pretty much. CK Wisp, those are his posses. They'll show up.
His posse rolls up with him immediately. Now, it really is worth mentioning. Triple track kills just easily. That's like game breaking. That's so much free gold. I mean, you pop up out of nowhere. Like, Rubik can't survive that. Rubik's got no chance. That said, Rubik is a decent pick versus Gondar because the ability to steal track. Now,
well, it's so hard.
It takes a little bit. It takes a little bit of failure on the person playing Gondar to make that happen. But sometimes he initiates, he tracks, and he just gets immediately lifted. Like it's not easy to do, but if you have a blink dagger, you can do it.
Yeah, guess what? You can still track and then he kills you. So
I think
good job.
I think Liquid plays this as a support though, right? They don't do any mid solo Rubik stuff.
Yeah, I mean nobody really has done mid Rubik for a long time. So
since the International and Dindy, right?
Right.
I think it's amusing. That's really interesting to me that all through the International, like Na'Vi just played Rubik mid solo like half the time. And then immediately after the International ended, nobody plays it mid-solo at all.
Because they didn't win it.
Yeah, but they got to the finals doing it, like,
pretty good. I think the metagame
They beat the eventual champions IG one time. Like, I mean,
the metagame has definitely shifted. So it's
Yeah.
I don't
I
think
just
Dota
find
now.
it interesting. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't think the Dota now is the same as Dota before. And
Yeah.
also, to be completely honest, I think Rubik mid is completely viable. Still, it's just that people say, "Oh, nobody run a mid, so we can't run a mid." Oh.
Yeah, that's one of the things I dislike about the Dota scene is the
Yep.
emulation. Everybody just does what everybody else is doing.
You know what? One thing, if I ever had a pro team, which I'm not, and obviously I can't be good enough, I just
It
want
was
people
fine.
see, like especially a Chinese team, because Wisp was never picked there. I want them to solo mid Wisp, and then play him as a 4 because
10 seconds.
he goes
Yeah.
bottle. Like
I think it actually is very good.
Yeah,
He's
he
very
get-
quick level 6.
you get quick
5
level 6,
seconds
and for
remaining.
all the extra farm you get, just get a mech on him, which is amazing on Wisp.
The one downside is his animation isn't very good and his damage is pretty poor.
No,
So
spirits.
he will
Spirits let you blow up creeps, and so far
Yeah.
the way that mid is playing play by China is all bottle crow. Anyways, you keep bottling spirit, blow some creeps. You can even go pull your neutral if you're radiant, and then spirit some more.
And I'm ready for some bottle crow removal from Dota. I don't really like that mechanic at all. Anyway.
Any
I
case,
think it lowers the importance of runes in the mid lane, and I feel it's kind of cheap. I mean, I understand why people do it, and I don't, I get it.
Ice Rock can't take it out. Pinoys will stop.
Why
playing.
not? Who Pinoys would stop
10
playing?
seconds.
They represent
True.
like 15%
Their
of
whole
Dota.
competitive scene would fall apart.
5 seconds.
I'm not
remaining.
even joking. Like, for decades, they have learned how to play with
The
bottle crow.
supports won't know what to do with all that gold at the start of the game. Like, wait, I don't have to buy 2 couriers? What am I gonna do?
Man, all these values being lost.
So much.
Alright, let's go back to the game here. Visage, Ancient Aberration, and Tinker being
Visage.
bad. Now, Visage. As Visage was a trial lane that Fnatic ran last time, still respecting that chilling feat AA, chilling touch AA. And then we're going to have Tinker being bad now, which Hani played it very well, providing that +1 gank. And of course, they paid Nature's Prophet away from Fnatic, so Team Liquid has pretty much quote-unquote decimated that Fnatic global lineup. But there's a global hero being picked up.
Trixie's Silencer is back. He did play Silencer in game 1. They didn't end up winning that, but it was pretty effective.
But
Obviously
Trixie,
not enough. I think he was like about 50 to 60% on good silences. But again, we mentioned this in game 1. I want to mention it again. Global Silence is like the hardest game-breaking ultimate to use. So
10
I think
seconds
honestly, if you're
remaining.
75% on a pro silencer, you're probably one of the best silencers in the world.
5
no, but
seconds remaining.
Trixie generally plays a bounty hunter for Fnatic as well. He
Ooh,
has this, yeah, he has this really unique, well not unique, but a very smart play style where obviously his supports gives him observer ward. So what he does is he puts those observer wards almost in like bad spots or like horrible spots. You're trying to hope that your supports will deward those observer wards, and then once you deward those observer wards, you don't have observer wards or essential wards in lane to counter him, and then he just annoys the shit out of you. So it's something that he is very, very good at. So I'm not sure if this is gonna be a like a farming / carry silencer.
Yeah, this is interesting. I believe we're gonna have again a no-tail era Wisp CA. So the real question is this gonna be a Trixie bounty hunter or is this gonna be a Hani bounty hunter?
Yeah, I mean Hani definitely could play the bounty hunter, obviously, so that's not out of the question as well. I mean, it could always be that support silencer that we see pretty frequently. Game 1 again, Fnatic ran it as a kind of a semi-carry of sorts, was able to pick up a Necro book by the end of the game, but ultimately, silencer
seconds
just
remaining.
really relies on his ultimate. Meanwhile, Team Liquid's going to be picking up Chen, which
5
could stem
seconds
the
remaining.
bleeding a bit if you're getting initiated by the Wisp CK.
Ooh.
But this is a global hero.
Ooh, this is a lot of initiation on the Fnatic side. Holy crap! Fluff went ahead and banned the Tinker as his last hero, knowing that he wanted to go into a push lineup, and we see that immediately with the Chen. But Storm Spirit, this is going to make it very difficult, unless they're pushing as 5. And if they are pushing as 5, you're kind of susceptible in some big silence games. This is going to be tough. It's like a Gondar, just find somebody. If Storm Spirit's anywhere in the
10
vicinity,
seconds
that's
remaining.
4 heroes of the track, because that's going to be a death.
I mean,
That's
this is
potentially quad
5
track gold.
seconds.
this is the most snowball lineup I've ever seen in my life. Like
That is
track,
true, wow.
storm, CK Wisp. Like this is a snow boulder lineup, if that even makes any sense.
Yeah, Starship maybe that's pretty big.
Snow
I don't know.
Starship.
But I will say this: snowball
10
lineups
seconds
have
remaining.
one pretty heavy downside.
Luna.
If the ball doesn't get
Luna?
rolling,
Nova.
you just lose.
Nova.
Nova.
Here's the thing though, like
You will find my blade.
The way that
Shut
Fnatic played it in game number 2 when they ran CK Wisp, they just ran it as a farming trialing, protected trialing. You can't challenge it that well, right?
So this is interesting. Yeah, I actually didn't hear anything you just said. Hani's playing the Gondar and Trixie's playing the Storm Spirit.
Trixie,
So,
I haven't seen play Storm, so I'm actually looking forward to that. But going back to my point, if they ran the trialing like the way they did it last time with No Tail Arrow on the bot and put Synderen basically doing nothing there because there's nobody going to be in that lane, Wisp is going to get 6, and then you're going to pick off IX Mike, you're going to pick off Chan, you're going to pick off maybe even Korok, and game's going to be hard.
Yeah. It'll be a little bit harder to catch TC. Obviously, as we mentioned, Darkseer is a little bit
10
more
seconds remaining.
of a tough catch. But yeah, they've got a lot of easy to kill
5
heroes here. This
seconds
could be like pretty tragic for Liquid. I think Liquid needs to get off to a very strong start here to have any chance. I mean, you mentioned Fnatic being a snowball team, but it's pretty much going to be on Liquid here as to whether or not they get going, because they do have some pretty strong lanes. I mean, Luna is one of the best laning carries in all of Dota. So presumably they're going to dominate that top. I believe that's just a solo Gondar up top, right? Yeah.
Yep, and speaking of this solo Gondar, they gotta shut him down really, really hard. I mean, like, give him no EXP, which is gonna be almost impossibly hard because, first of all, he's got this, like, OP cosmetic set. Like, this is a terrorist Gondar I've ever seen one. Secondly, he's got boots first, so he's gonna be getting EXP. He's got those wards as well.
Do you have the Gondar bug that I currently have?
Is this like, cape? Just like...
Sticking to the left.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure that is a pretty OP cosmetic stack. Look at that thing. He's like super starched.
It's like a tail. He's like an extra tail. And this is
Man,
what I mean. He's walking into the enemy
bro.
jungle to be placing some observer wards.
Try and stop the Chin and force the Chin to deny, which will allow him to get good in lane. Yeah, it's good. Good idea.
Yep. Good stuff.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes. The one problem here is, unless you buy 4 wards, it's really hard to deny all of Chin's camps.
No, he's not really...
You deny the most important.
The thing is, he's gonna get countered. You know Chen that's gonna... Well, Chen, here comes Chen. You know that's gonna counter, but that's fine. That's one less sentry ward. That's gonna be dropped on top of your face. Did he see it? It's pretty much fogged. Oh, he's running out. Oh, there you go. That's gonna get countered. So, I mean, that's one less sentry ward. That fluff is gonna be dropped on him. So he's gonna be fine. He's gonna put... What is he gonna
put another? I think he's gonna put another.
Maybe he's standing here to block.
Nope. I think he put it a little farther, but Fluff can still see that. That was the worst second ward I've ever seen in my life.
If this was League of Legends, Fluff would have made 50 gold.
Awards worth money?
Yeah.
League of Legends?
25 gold per ward by killing.
I'm 4-0 in that game.
Yeah, I want to switch game because of that. Ice Rock, you hear it? Because supports get to get gold for denying wards? Shit, man.
Yeah, that doesn't really make me want to switch. But being 4-0 does means maybe I'm good at that game. Suck dick at this one. Anyway, up top, Hani does get caught as they were not forced to use any of those wards. He gets lifted up. Korok is going to get a little bit of easy harass. Hani tries to get away and actually runs right back into the ward. I think he's going to be fine here though.
Yep. Got boots first. Really can't handle it, man. Sal boots or boots tango. All check way.
What? So
what?
I'm kind of saddened. I just want to talk about Luna real fast.
You didn't hear my rap?
No, I didn't hear you.
Gonna tango boots and all check.
Oh, because I tried my best to. I just had to force myself to listen to all of that. It was very difficult.
I thought you said it was good.
it was good.
It was good.
So Korok. I want to mention this change. Okay, the tranquil change makes me a sad panda. All right.
Oh, the 6.77C.
Yeah, the half. They break down to like half boots of speed, and then the heal total is less, so you can't spam it as often. The total heal over
Didn't
time
it heal more, but it heal over a longer duration, and it heal...
Yeah, but if you average it out, it does less total heal now.
Yeah, it's a heal on nerf, and it made it longer instead of like an instant regen almost in a sense. So overall nerf.
Yeah. Oh, it's absolutely a nerf. It's a huge nerf. And the fact that they break and become 25 MS is really like, insane.
Back in the mid lane here. Stomp is going to get cancelled. Lift tossing back. There's going to be a Stomp. Not exactly the best chainstun, but definitely going to get the kill as well. TC was able to surge the center from behind. And of course, coming in from the left is IX Mike. Also, if you're watching TC playing, not only is he really owning the lane by pushing the lane with Iron Show, he's also going into the neutral that is on the Radiant side and farming there as well. This is why mid Darkseer is so good because...
Yeah.
You're out farming the enemy by quite a bit.
Yeah, and it forces Trixie to use all of his remnants to get last hits under the tower, which inherently is going to lower his total ability to harass you. You can continue to spam those ion shells, and he's just not going to be able to make you pay for it because he has to use all of his mana to try and get last hits. Syndra, meanwhile, I think Syndra's rotating top. Is that the plan here?
I think so, or at least, is he going to try to start to Ancient Sack a little bit? No,
He just tried to counter ward that. I think he thought they had vision there.
Well, no vision to be found, at least not yet. Also, we do have a speed-to-speed as well as a smoke being delivered on a courier, I believe. Is this on the courier? No, that's a bot right now. Did Fluff and stuff already get it? No, he has it on a stash, not being purchased right now. And I think they're going to try to make this gank up top, but do they have detection? There is a dust on Ike's mic, so it definitely could work, but the Equilibrium's not really in position right now.
Yeah, I mean, Korok can right-click this wave. Obviously, level 2 Lunar Blessing's pretty OP for just trying to push the wave. I mean, gives IX Mike massive damage as well. Meanwhile, on bottom, Bulba did die to the Wisp CK combo, so an early kill for Wisp CK can be pretty, catastrophic, as he's about level 3.5, so he's getting close to level 6.
Again,
not close.
Just running it like the way that they did in game 2. Basically give Wisp free pulls in the jungle and make sure he hits level 6.
Yeah,
level 6
there's a dust. They're going to dive Hani. Hani just runs through the trees, but Fluff is ready for that. Are we going to get a clap? I think he's going to be able to get away. He's running up to the other sentry so they can still see him, but I think he's going to get away just fine. Yep. So this gang failed. A little bit of a failure gang there.
Fluff's going to say, all right, well, didn't get that one. Let's
Screw
transition.
It, let's get the tower.
Let's transition into a push. They do have the siege unit. Oh, Hani.
I thought Hani, they couldn't see him. I thought for sure he was just going to get destroyed there. But they could no longer see him, of course. They just dusted on the bottom side. But they do get the tower there, so again, Liquid gets a very quick tier 1. But again on bottom, CK picks up another kill on Prophet.
And Korok even lastly hit the tower, so cool stuff.
No TC. So, sorry, I got a message there. All right, anyway.
Thank you, Nebula.
I just stopped mid-sentence to close that. Anyway, so yeah, how's the farm going bottom? Pretty sure.
Well, I'll talk about that in a bit because you seem to be a little bit of in need of rescue. Trixie, going back to the jungle neutral. This is what you want to do normally as a Storm. This is Blitz will praise this all day. Pull the neutral so you can take advantage of your remnant. First thing, make sure you get the pull. Especially with the recent changing timing, it's actually a little bit tricky. I think you want to pull at 54, maybe even 55, the level 1 cap. But also somewhat dangerous to pull against a Darkseer because he can, again, easily push the lane and then steal your pull. And thank you for your hard work for stacking that pull.
Yeah, that's true. But Trixie is now level 6, so that's good. Obviously, they're going to have a lot more trouble killing him. In fact, they really can't kill him. I think Fluff's plan here is actually just going to be oh, he wasn't actually able to pull the creeps all the way down to him, so they're going to continue to harass this tower. I think he wanted to pull us a little bit farther. There he finally gets it. But Fluff's just going to transition trying to push middle. And with Ion Shell, I mean, this is going to be very difficult. Storm really can't do anything about this. He's going to need help. It looks like Hani is going to come down here, but can he really do anything? I mean, he's level 5.
I mean, if he gets a kill, there's level 6, right? So
if he gets a kill. My point is, can he get a kill? Like, what can he
I don't think so. Fluff is...
Fluff. That was close.
Yeah, Fluff is pretty squishy, but Storm wasn't going to jump in there. Not against a Darkseer Iron Shell, which does a significant amount of DPS at this stage of the game. Darkseer, by the way, does actually somehow get a haste rune. So I think Hani, despite the fact that he's off lane solo, he's actually doing quite well in my opinion. He's not level 6 just yet, but assuming against that lane where you shouldn't be getting any EXP at all, I feel like Team Liquid hasn't done as good of a job as possible to shut him down.
Well, just compare him to Bulba, who's level 3 and has died twice. Hani, level 5, actually harassed Bulba right out of the jungle. Bulba really can't do anything about this. In fact, he's just going to have to run back to the tower or he will die. We do see a TP in here, though. I think with Fluff here, they might actually be able to get Hani. Bulba is not going to die. Do they have any vision for him? I do not. Yep, they do have a dust. So he will die. Chin ends up picking him up. So a pretty big mistake there from Hani. I think he probably should have just went with the harass and run.
Yeah, he definitely did not see the TP coming in, and especially TP with dust available. So taking advantage of Hani's mistake. And that's going to slow him down from his level 6 for quite a bit. TC though back in the mid lane, still pressuring it. Teleportation square going to come on the mid lane. Is that a Luna? Yeah, man. That's a very good timing to do a push. Once you turn level 6, there's nothing the enemy team can do about it. Level 7 is generally the standard timing. That's what LGD does all the time. But Team Liquid pulling a little bit out of the playbook. And look at how quickly this tower goes down. That's a TP from CK. And this could be back as here comes the Wisp. They're going to go right on TC. TC gets focused. There's a relocate back. We're vacuum, tiny area. But they're going to focus down TC. Generally, when you make that push, you assume the enemy can't defend against you simply because you have the threat of that Eclipse, which is one of the highest damage spell in this particular point of game, but they just focused him down before he dropped anything.
Yeah, plus Korok had pulled back pretty quickly there and kind of left him behind, so maybe a bit miscommunication. Typically you want to like gather and go as 5 or pull back as 4 or 5, but ended up getting singled out there and taking him down. So I believe, is that the 3rd kill for CK? Does he get all of those? No. No Tail actually got 2 of those kills. Okay.
Which
so it's not...
I'm sure No Tail's happy with. Getting a go on Wisp is not bad at all. He could, he's bottle. He's going to be working on his mech if he ever has excess go, which I don't think is going to be an issue for him this game.
Actually, with this Mud Golem's death down here, he is going to get level 6. So with that, there you go. He is now level 6. So Death Train online.
Hire kids, hire wives.
Hi Joe kids.
Hi Joe wives.
Hi Joe wife.
Uh-oh.
Wives? What are you, Mormon? What the hell is this?
No Tail, No Tail. Should be able to tether away. It's pretty quick cast. He should be fine. Yeah, he does tether to CK. And actually, they could just charge right at TC. TC really need to get out. Also, earlier, I'm not sure if anybody caught it. Trixie did a pretty big jump, or tiny jump, and he basically uses Electric Vortex at max range. Those are always kind of like cool to watch, because Electric Vortex has a pretty long range, and a lot of like inexperienced storms jump maybe too close or not close enough and doesn't get a pull off. Seemed like he made a perfect range jump, and those jumps are always very, very good to see when you're trying to learn Storm and stuff like that.
In fact, I think one of the most important things to do while learning Storm is to just ball past creeps, practicing pulling, and try and figure out like the maximum distance. I mean, obviously you can just walk up and pull and see that distance, but the ability to like ball, because it's kind of tricky on figuring out where you need to ball based upon how they're walking. It's kind of like timing a Sunstrike to get that maximum distance. So yeah, that is very important.
And if you miss, it's pretty costly because there's a lot of mana on the line. Era, by the way, getting smoked up with the Wisp. So despite having relocate, just doing it the old-fashioned way. This could be dangerous again. Thanks to Luna. Luna, by the way, is tanky. That's
zip on.
Look at that pull! Look at that pull! That's just absolutely beautiful. It's max range, but here comes a vacuum. Korok trying to get that Eclipse going on right now. TC's on the chase, but they're not going to get anything else. They're not going to get anything, so that's fine. I think Team Luca's okay with that because everybody is gathered up. Korok's right here. He's level 7. Again, Eclipse is ready to go, so they're going to make the same push that they did before, and I'm not sure whether Radiant could answer this.
Yeah, he actually canceled the Eclipse animation there right as he saw Storm started balling away, so that was really good from Korok there, saving that. You don't want to burn Eclipse. It really has quite a long cooldown. It's 160, 150, 140. I know typically when you're playing Luna, for the people out there that play a lot of Luna, it never feels like it has a long cooldown because you always have it ready, but that's because you're spending so much time AFK farming between them that when it's up, you really do like need to kind of use it effectively. Otherwise, it's like one of the most powerful skills in the game just thrown away.
Yeah, also as an extension to that, sometimes by having a threat of a spell is just as important as having that spell.
Absolutely.
Because
kind of like Panda ulti, once you know it's gone, you can just go kill him.
Right, like, or knowing Ravage is down, then you just team fight like them. They don't even have a Tide. So Korok keeping on to that Eclipse is going to make them play a lot more bravely. Look at this, like, this is exactly what I mean. 10-minute Roshan, you can't actually challenge this because they have Eclipse up.
Yeah, Liquid, this game is going a lot better for them. They've got that tier 1 top. They did lose their tier 1 top, but they've already got one middle, and that's really important. That middle tower creates so much map presence. Once you get in on the other side, it allows you to just go everywhere you want all the time. It's so beneficial. Now, they do still have their bottom tier 1, so that creates a lot of gang opportunities. What?
Not for long. Here comes Team
Liquid.
I'm
talking about Liquid. Talking about Liquid's bottom tier 1.
Oh man,
like, typically.
I feel like Liquid is just definitely the team that's going to be in terms of offense, in terms of pushing. They have the Nature's Prophet, they have the Chen, they have the Luna like I talked about. Of course, giving everybody plus damage on his allies. Lunar Blessing, definitely a very powerful spell as well. And again, the threat of a solar eclipse. Why am I keep calling it eclipse?
It's a lunar eclipse.
It could be lunar eclipse.
Bitch.
It's just an eclipse, so...
No, my point was that the bottom tower gives them access to the opposing team's jungle, which is more important for TPs and stuff like that, as well as the Roshan. But, like, you know, they push that top tower really quickly, whereas Fnatic, 2 games in a row now, they've had bottom. Oh, we see an initiation here on Trixie. He is going to ball in, but a nice silence from Silencer this time. TC does fall, but they're going to get no time, as well as CK for it. I think Synnern's going to go down. Trixie probably going to get away. Nope, Korok's going to chase. Luminous is going to clean that up. Synnern's going to fall as well. It's huge damage from Korok. Yep. So 4 heroes fall there for just a Dark Zero. They'll take that trade any day of the week, and I believe they're going to get this tier 2 bottom as well.
For anybody that did not understand why you cannot challenge Luna push level 7, level 8, that is exactly why. They even had a global to at least stem the bleeding for the first couple of seconds, but it doesn't matter. Once they survive that initial onslaught of whatever Fnatic threw at them, Eclipse just turned them down. And that's another tower. We're seeing 4 towers in 12 minutes, which doesn't sound too impressive because we definitely seen stronger pushing strats before. By the way, Boba's nice smoke. He was tracked, and then you realize that as well, and the whole team breaks out.
I think it's a travel smoke. They're just trying to like disperse as quickly as possible.
That's
anyway.
What you call it? Yeah, sure.
It's a travel smoke. It's like a prevention raise. Anyway, what I was gonna mention as well. What was I talking about? Crap, I don't remember. That sucks.
All right, when the mic is back to you, you could take another stab at it. All those 4 towers being taken up, the top tier 1, the mid tier 1, and the 2 towers at the bottom.
I remember. Stop. Okay, so here's the deal. 2 games in a row on the bot when Fnatic were on the Radiant side. I believe they were Radiant last game with CK.
Yes.
On bottom, both times they opted to pull the lane nonstop, trying to get Wisp level 6. And in turn, this meant that they never pushed that bottom tower, which means that Fnatic have a really easy path to both the Roshan because of that mid tower still stands, and the Radiant jungle. So they, as you can see, they've aggressively warded the Radiant side jungle because they can just get down there at any point they want. They have a lot of mobility. We do see a TP up top, speaking of mobility, as Boba falls yet again. And there's the combo we're talking about. Track, triple kill, lots of gold there.
Yep, level 1 track gives 50 gold to any allies, and I do believe 75 to the... No, 150, Jesus, to Bounty himself. So they just made basically 250 extra on top of the kill, obviously. Boba, by the way, being killed another time. I think this kill is less costly than the ones before, simply because he just bought his Midas and he just used it, so he didn't lose too much gold because of that. But the 2 kills in lane definitely delay his Midas.
I believe the 3 heroes is maximum XP as well, right?
I don't think it has anything to do with XP.
No, but what I'm saying is, isn't like the more heroes are there, isn't it like you get a bonus if there's 2 or 3 heroes?
No, I don't think track has any.
I'm not talking about track. I'm just talking about just 3-man kills. Isn't that the maximum way to get most XP? Is to have 3 people there?
So I think maybe it's 2. I'm not sure.
It's either 2 or 3. I can't remember. Anyway.
Vacuum backwards, another kill going up here. They have the Aegis, they have the Eclipse. Like, this looks like to be a GG push. I mean, Radiant's gotta do something. This push is absolutely insane with the mech healing them up as well. Fluffs and stuff does have his Hand of God. So this is really testing his ability for Fnatic to defend right now.
Yeah, I don't think they can get the racks here. Well, they actually can. They have the ultimate from on Nova. Luna. I was like, all I could think was Nova. I play way too much Luna. Anyway,
I'm not really sure why they backed off there. I know Silencer's coming back.
I think they should have just pushed in, right?
Yeah.
Like, they have everything they need.
No, here's the thing though. Here's the thing. Aegis is gonna run out in about 2 minutes. If you don't push him right now, you won't get a chance to push in until basically 5 minutes later, and that's a lot of time for Storm to get big. That's a lot of time for that CK to get big, and you don't want these here to get big because suddenly they will jump at you, and sure they might die or whatever, and they need to buy back, but that's fine. That's more time for them to farm items and farm buyback goal if that's their plan. I feel like missing that push opportunity was absolutely game breaking. It won't show up on the scoreboard, but I think that was a big mistake.
Yeah, Liquid did the next best thing though, which is to go farm the enemy jungle. That said, they didn't actually farm their jungle at the same time, so they really didn't gain a whole lot from it. They just denied some farm, and Hani actually immediately ran top to farm. I think he was trying to find somebody after a TP potentially, which is a very wise choice as a Gondar. Kind of guess where one person's going to be. Oftentimes they'll go to their own jungle after something like that, and you can get a free gold, a bunch of free gold off of that. But it's not to be. We see actually kill there from Trixie on the courier. Well done.
Well, he did end up getting his item first though. So Liquid is now going to try to push again. They made a big detour bot, farmed the entire jungle, decide, well, we got to push. Aegis is going to be running out.
Their Aegis is going to run out about 30 seconds, right? Wasn't it like 10:50?
Yeah, I just don't know what the detour in the jungle is. And I do believe if you're Fnatic, you're taking this fight.
It's running out right now. Like, he's got like 5 seconds left on Aegis. Yeah, that didn't seem very wise.
There's a Storm zipping right now. Who is he going on? It's going to be going on IX Mike. Here's a mech coming up. No Hand of God being dropped. The silence is delaying Fluff's ability to team fight. But here comes Era.
Again.
Aegis, by the way, is gone. And looks like they're going to pull back IX Mike. He's dead. That's 1 kill. Keep in mind that he was tracked. And that was a 5-man track kill. And look at it going. The Courier's dead. Eclipse is going to get dropped here. But they're not going to care about that. Storm's going to zip forward for Fluff. Fluff's going to be dead as well. He got tracked before dying.
Wow. So they got the counter kill on the courier, 3 kills as well, and they didn't lose anything.
3 track kills, a tier 1 tower being taken down, 175 times 5 because of the courier kill.
man, a hugely costly mistake to rotate into the jungle for that. I don't know who made that call, but that was not a good decision.
I think they lost the game right there.
I don't think they've lost the game. I still think they're fine, but that was a huge blow. They went from being pretty like handedly in the lead to getting just getting middle Raxes to just throwing away massive amounts of advantage. I mean, holy crap.
To achieve status quo of where they were about 5 minutes ago, they'd have to
get a lot of kills. Yeah.
They have to get back Eclipse, which, you know, you have to wait for time, and that's more time that Radiant's going to be farming, and you can't do anything about it. You have to get back Aegis, which it's not exactly free. You have to work for it, which it's going to be 2.5 minutes, and again, you have to wait for that to happen, and that's more time for the Radiant to get more farm. All the meanwhile, you're going to try to survive, as I pause the game, sorry. All the meanwhile, you're trying to survive against a relocate, a Stormster, and a track. That sounds hard to do.
Well, that's because it is hard to do. Yeah, no, I definitely think that was a huge blunder. I mean, a big-time blunder. And those are the kind of things that lose games. Against really good teams, and make most of Fnatic, despite their, you know, early failures in the Dota scene, are a fantastic team at this point. They've been winning a lot, and they've been showing why they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
I mean,
against really good teams like that, you just can't make those kind of mistakes.
Yeah, in my opinion, game-breaking mistake right there. GoGraph just swung 25,000 on the other direction. 2,500. 25,000 is kind of crazy. 2,500, and it looks like Liquid's going to make a push up on the tier 2. I think because Eclipse is up. Well, actually, it's not up.
Are we on pause? Sorry, you never.
Oh no. I'm the game's going right now.
Where are you at?
Should I pause and wait for you?
No, where are you at? Just give me your time.
1905.
Oh my god.
Should I pause and wait for you?
I'm getting there.
I'll just pause and wait for you. I'm in 1915.
17, 18.
1915.
Yeah, no, I was already there. Like,
okay, 16, 17, 18, right. 19, 20, 21. Okay.
20. Now, okay. I don't know why you paused. Anyway.
No, my pause button is my space bar, and I just hit it by accident, so.
Oh, it was a momentary pause. I thought maybe
it wasn't pausing the game.
Maybe your cat was on fire. I thought something terrible was going on. Speaking
my
of
cat was on fire. Honey, by the way, is looking for Korok. I think they could kill Korok. There's relocate, right? I mean, there's a Eclipse, but I think you could kill him.
I was moving my cat. What's up?
Your cat was on fire?
No, she likes to sit on the back of my chair, and then when she gets like, when I'm not paying attention, she just jumps in front of my monitor.
So Korok was farming the Ancients, and he got really close. I thought the bounty was going to pick him off. He didn't, and that's going to give him actually time to pick up his Manta, which is pretty big. Yeah, and also he didn't get a track off, which I think that was kind of a wrong move, because even if you don't get a kill, just knowing the enemy's position right now prevents smoke gank that Team Liquid loves to do, or at least let them see a Roshan timing. So
yeah, I think they are fully aware that Liquid want to go for this Roshan. I believe they have Eclipse up. Yes, Eclipse is back up, and with that Manta style, it's going to be very difficult actually for Fnatic to defend. So despite the fact that Liquid just threw a bunch of gold away, if they get this Roshan, they're kind of right back where they were. I mean, they're obviously not quite as favorable as far as gold and XP goes. But with that and with the Hand of God and everything back up, they can go right back down middle. It'll just be less threatening than it was before, but it'll still be good.
Yeah, we talked about how much EXP and gold that the Radiant team made off that push. We really haven't talked about what items they got because of that. They have a mech finish on Synderen. They have a BKB finish on Trixie. They have an Era, has a Armlet and an Ogre Club, so he's pretty farm. Vlad's is up on Honey. So suddenly the ability to team fight just went up by crazy amount, and it looks like is Trixie gonna make a play here?
Ooh. If that were Bamboo, he'd have balled in, no problem. He might have fed, but he'd have tried. So
gotta get on the highlight reel, man.
There is one thing that Bamboo does very well, and it's steal Aegises, I'll tell you that. Aegises? What's the plural for Aegis? Shields? I'm gonna go with shields. So I believe they're now going to go for this back in middle. The thing is, with that Vlad's... With that Vlad's on Gondar, it really is going to be a lot more effective, because they know fully well that Liquid really need to push him. I mean, they have a Furion and a Chen. I mean, Furion goes pretty good late, but Chen really starts to tail off very quickly. So it's not like they're completely inept in the late game, but I don't think you want to go late against Gondar CK Storm.
I mean, yeah, if you don't ever give up a kill again, that's fine. I mean, Luna's by far a very, very good late game hero in this game, but that's obviously not going to happen. As more track kills going to be thrown out, the Radiant actually has better late game because they make more gold. Wisp ball's being thrown out right now. If you look at the position of the Storm, well, Storm doesn't actually need positioning because he'll just jump it. But Honey, what the hell was that track? Or what the hell was that smoke? Because your whole team was tracked up.
No, they can't see him. They're hidden. Look how hidden they are. Maybe it was a misclick. It's a potential misclick. It happens sometimes. Even for pro. Either that or it was a very poor choice. Anyway, Korok is going to continue to push this. I think, surely that was a mistake. That has to have been a mistake.
I guess one thing to say about that is does protect your Chen from the storm from zipping in and pulling him. Although as I say that, he just runs up the cliff, so he doesn't care. Oh, here comes a zip here, right on Chen. Gotta actually kill him before he mech. He does actually pop the mech, but here comes the Hand of God to prevent. Oh no, no Hand of God because it's global. Everybody's dying right now. Korok's still trying to find out. They do lift Era, but the overcharge plus the HP regen from Era is going to be huge, but they still get the melee racks regardless. TC going to still working on the range racks. I think he needs to run. Are they going to get greedy and start to go on bot racks? I think that's the case, and that's a mistake here as TC gets dragged back. He's dead. Trixie get the kill. Era. They did get Era, but he does buy back us all the track bonus gold.
Well, Trixie's out of mana, and Korok on a Luna can easily catch him, but he decides not to chase. He goes for Era instead. Era did buy back. He could have just killed Stormfree. He's going to get the Stormfree kill anyways. He gets caught out by Bulba there. Era's now going to go ahead and start wailing on Trixie, or rather on IX Mike, but IX Mike able to get away. And Era's going to survive as well. We see a TP in from Storm Spirit. He's going to ball after Korok. He does catch Korok. Korok is trapped. Oh, it's IX Mike. This is big potential gold if they get this. Korok uses the Aegis down with IX Mike, so there's one track kill. They're going to continue going after Luna. Luna has no chance to get away here. He does not have ulti. He has no way to get out of this. Another track kill. So while they do get the mid, they stay a little bit too long and go bottom and feed a lot of free gold.
A lot of free gold plus track. Did force out Arrow buyback, but Arrow was able to get a double kill to kind of remedy that. He has 1900 gold in the bank, so that's at least a mid-throw hammer plus a little bit of headway to have BKB. Storm Spirit not only has BKB finish after that fight, also have Oblivion Staff up. Synderen, I don't think he died, so he's going to get some item upgrade. No Tail, same story there. 1000 gold in the bank. Hani, same story there. Vlad's and 2k gold in the bank. I mean, sure they got the melee racks. And I still want to say it's okay. Like, it's really bad as a trade, but if you get another Rax, then you're pretty in a good shape to win the game. But they can't have any more team fight like that. Like, they just can't.
Yeah, we saw the power of Luna. When she gets in base and there's no tower, all of those buildings die very quickly. When you get a Manta style, your damage output's like 430% of your basic with the Aura plus Manta style. Like, the damage is really insane. So those towers are going to melt in no time, and him and Bulba focused them very well. But then they made the mistake of getting a little bit greedy and trying to go for that bottom. And Era immediately bought out, as I believe did Trixie. And Trixie just balled right back in there as well and ended up getting a bunch of track kills that was pretty costly. I want to mention also the BKB purchase by Trixie is paying big-time dividends here. It basically allows him to jump on Fluff completely unfettered. And then we saw a really nice, you know what that word means? So we saw a really nice silence there from Synderen. And that's basically what they're going to have to do. Just trying to shut down Fluff and stuff from using his ultimate. That's the entire purpose of it at this point.
I mean, the mech still gets popped, which is, you know, definitely a sad thing. But yeah, between BKB and Global Silence, which by the way, this is very reminiscent of eHome X's Storm play, which always rush, like Chinese Storm always rush BKB first. Basically play him as a utility initiator. And if you're disabling a high impact hero, in this case, Fluff and stuff Storm, hey, there's more power to you, and he's gonna get an Orchid on top. Orchid, of course, is gonna add another silence. Not that you really need a silence, but to me, it also has that mini Dagon effect because, well, extra damage being provided after the Orchid's silence is over. So
I actually think it is really relevant because it allows him to either A, silence Luna after she Mantis, or B, allow him to silence Chen by himself so they don't have to burn a global silence to get the exact same effect. And it's going to allow him to kill Chen faster. So I think it's really, obviously, a great choice.
Also, by the way, Liquid just popped another smoke. I think I'm starting to understand more and more of this smoke usage, despite smoke that we're not. We'll talk about that later. As Matt, ooh, Korok gets pulled back. Here comes the Lincoln, so but he's gonna die. Yeah, Storm zips in. He doesn't have the Aegis, so in the big trouble. Fluff is gonna go down. Can he cast Hand of God? He's gonna try to. Where is it? There's a Hand of God, but is it enough though? I don't think it is. Everybody's in huge trouble.
Oh, Bulba just barely gets away despite being tracked. IX Mike, however, will fall, but no track there as he actually used it. I think it was right. It was just ready just right then. But we saw another good silence from Synderen. So we saw in game 1, Trixie was about 50% on good silences. I feel like Synderen's about 8. Like, has he had a bad one yet?
I don't think he has.
I don't think so either, because that one canceled Luna from using ulti.
Yeah, to be fair, he's only dropped 2 or 3 of them, or had the chance to only drop 2 or 3 of them. But this one has been good, and who knows what would happen if he missed it. So yeah, kudos to Synderen.
Well, they would have all died.
Well,
Luna would have just ultied.
I mean, Storm definitely would have lived with the BKB, and I think he actually even burst down Luna. But my big point about one thing I want to try to say about the smoke is that this entire team is smoked up for 2 reasons. First is protecting Chen's position from that Storm, because Storm's, if he sees you, he's going to jump on you and basically silence and kill you. The other thing is also it acts as a pseudo AoE detection against Bounty Hunter. A lot of Bounty Hunter players like to backstab come in. If your smoke dispels, you exactly know what area is going to be coming in.
That's what they're doing it for.
Hani, by the way, he is seeing some heroes.
I think they're looking for a CK Wisp King here. They're going to find IX Mike, and I think they're going to be able to get him. Yep, there it is. We're going to see the hit. There's the track. I don't think he needs them, but they're going to go for it anyway. Get 3 track kills anyway. Hani, you know, could they go for more here? Probably not. There's just too many heroes there. And they might scout. They might not realize there's 4 there.
I mean, they're going to send back. And killing a hero like that against the push team, you just delay the push for at least 26 seconds. So kudos to Fnatic.
And accrue another 1,000,000 gold. Let's see, 200, 400 gold. Oh, man, it levels up so ridiculously. By level 3, they're going to be getting 550 gold per kill like that. Per kill like that. That's insane.
I mean, that's just a 3-man. All those track kills they gave away in team fights before, like, look at this goal graph. Look at this goal graph. It was 7,500 goal lead. Now we're like close to 0. And all really Team Liquid have to show for is...
Ooh, they're going to get Bulba. We see a zip in from Trixie, but he pulls back. Interesting. I think they thought there were more heroes behind him. That's a pretty cautious decision to pull back there, and not a bad one to be fair. But
did he zip towards like the ramp and then he just backed
up? He zipped towards Bulba, and Bulba walked down the ramp, and they both turned around back. I'm sure they thought heroes were going to be there or that they would TP in. So it's a cautious play, but they actually could have got him. Yeah,
I mean, I don't disagree against cautious play, even in the position.
I think it's the correct play. I'm just saying they could have.
I mean, Team Liquid, like, they still are up 1 racks against you, and if you do make those type of mistakes, then you know you could just lose the game.
Absolutely, absolutely. That said, Trixie's got himself a regen rune in a bottle, so this could be the annihilation of some heroes if he can find one. Because Storm Spirit's ability to go invulnerable with Ball Lightning, you can just basically prolong that regen for so long that you just decimate a hero and still keep full mana.
It's really hard to do it in a team fight, though, because there's just...
In a team fight, it's impossible. However, if he finds one hero, he can do it.
Yeah. I think what he's going to try to do is try to finish that Orchid in basically 1 more wave, and once that happens, he really, in conjunction with the relocate and CKTP, that's going to be GG stuff.
Yeah, this game is basically going to turn into Hani roam around the map and whatever they find dies.
As well as whenever Trixie turn around the map and you know what this reminds me? Didn't Mouseboard kick Trixie because they thought Trixie wasn't good?
Yeah, something like that. There was some other stuff, but yeah.
Okay. Some other stuff being Trixie the captain of the team?
Yeah.
Okay. And how are all those other teams doing? And how's Trixie doing now?
So you're saying they made a mistake?
They may have, yeah.
They may have made a mistake.
I'm looking at the Storm, and the Storm is playing like really well with those max range pools right now.
To be fair, Sing Sing just like Q-Pad hasn't been around very long.
Okay.
All right. Bamboo's not even on a team. Black.
Well, I mean, they were at TI too, so that says everything, right? Trixie wasn't.
Trixie was not at TI2, but I mean, the reason he wasn't there is because they removed him from the team. So. That said, we'll see TI3 who gets the last laugh, or the next laugh. Maybe there'll be more laughs after that, I don't know. Could be 4 or 5 laughs.
Well, it's not going to be Sing Sing.
Could be Sing Sing. Q-Pad has potential.
Or Fnatic, because obviously none of them originate from the Great Land. That is from the Far East.
Japan? Why aren't there more Japanese pro teams? Why aren't there any Japanese pro teams?
Hani, oh my god. Well, Hani just gave away that there is a ward up top. So, yeah. I asked myself, oh, thank you for the info. Gonna deward it immediately.
Yeah. Yeah, that wasn't a good choice. He just tracked uphill, right?
Yeah, he just tracked uphill blind.
Yeah, that was bad. Yeah. And I mean, it would have been good, I guess, if they had, like, balled in and used CK ulti, but, anyway. Or Wisp ulti. Anyway, but my point, why aren't there any Japanese, like, pro players of any, like...
I don't think they play Dota.
Isn't it, like, don't they only play, like, fighters? Like...
Yeah, they play Street Fighters, they play Magic, and...
Well, I know they play Magic, but I'm talking about, like, other... Like, in the esports community, it's really just the side-to-side games, right? The side of the fighters?
I think so.
Huh.
They also play,
kind of weird to me.
For,
like, one of the most techie countries in the world, And one of the most like video game oriented countries, like Nintendo. Like there's been a lot of like video games. Anyway,
They played Nintendogs.
Nintendogs. Ah,
Yeah.
yes. They also got some sweet. You've been to Japan, right?
I've been to Japan, yes.
They got some sweet. What's the word I'm looking for? Male video arcades.
Male video arcades. What does
Adult-
he... I'm
adult-
interested. Tell me more.
Adult video arcades. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying here?
Sort of. I think. I'm not sure.
Do you know what a video arcade is?
A video.
We're not talking about
arcade.
video games here. All right, you know what?
Oh.
Like multi-story, I believe. Correct?
Yeah. So right now, Fnatic's
I know
trying
you
to
missed it when you were there.
trying to sneak a Roche. Team Liquid can't really initiate like the way that Fnatic can, and they're running into
sneaking
global
anything.
silence. The thing is, they're actually running into global silence, and it's kind of hard when you run into a global silence and you can't eclipse. So I'm about to call Eclipse Solar Flare because
He still has that region, or is that a new region?
no, he's
Must
a
be
new
one.
region. That region was like 10 minutes ago. Are you even casting this game?
No, I was talking about Japanese video arcades.
Right.
But anyway, the no, they didn't ninja that at all. Like there was really no way for them to go in. I mean, because of the silence, as you talked about, it wasn't ninja at all. Though through that, the mid creep wave has pushed in a little bit. Did they?
Yeah.
Did they?
No, they just watch it to push it down, and I think the mentality of Team Liquid is like, alright, we're not gonna challenge because eventually you gotta go back, right? I mean, your mid racks is going down, right? You're gonna go back, right? Fnatic's like, fuck that, it's the range racks. We'll get the Aegis.
No, they had already got the range racks.
Really?
Yeah, because Korok killed it. I mean, he's got freaking Moonglaze, like
Like
that crap.
Nova Moonglaze.
Nova. No, seriously. If Luna gets in the base and she starts hitting our racks, they're both dead.
Yeah.
It's like ridiculous. Anyway.
Well, so far, I mean, Fnatic's doing a very good job of keeping them out of base. Let's quickly check out items, because we've been kind of walking through the game without looking at it for a long time. Mech's up, Arcane, or not Mech. Yeah, Mech is up, but we have Armlet BKB up on the CK. There's a Cheese, Le Fromage, after that one.
Left
for
fromage.
And we have a Black King Bar up on Hani as well. So 3 BKB, that's going to render this Eclipse as well as basically whatever Darkseer can do useless. Meanwhile, on the other side, Korok has a Manta style BKB combo. No lifesteal on top. And there's a Cypher Vice up on Boba. Shiva's up on TC. And Mech Force Staff on Fluff. I actually really dislike this Force Staff choice on Fluff. I think in this particular game, you want to go Ghost Scepter.
It's meant to counter Storm Spirit.
It doesn't counter Storm
but-
Spirit.
Yeah, but
Ghost Scepter
actually,
does.
Ghost Scepter, yeah. You know, you took my point. Ghost Scepter is actually, it's kind of not widely known, but Ghost Scepter completely shuts down Storm Spirit. Like, Storm Spirit isn't 100%, like, or he's not 100%, obviously it has some damage from magic, but really, he's so reliant upon right-click damage, and people don't really realize that. They think, oh, he's going to ball around and do what? But he really can't do anything without Overload.
I mean, he could drop a Remnant on you sometime, but the big
Yeah,
bulk of his damage is
he's
Overload.
entirely dependent. He's entirely dependent on Overload. Ghost Scepter is, like, secretly amazing against Storm Spirit.
Which I'm sure Fluff knows, but that's
Yeah.
not what he got.
Not
maybe
a secret,
he's-
but pull up.
Yeah, maybe he's a little bit afraid of CK, and I mean generally against melee heroes, Force Staff is the item, but particularly against these melee heroes, you know, immunity to attack is also pretty good too.
Yeah, I mean, it does give him the versatility to save a teammate as well.
Yeah, I mean if you're casting your spells, you're saving your teammates better.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. Plus, it allows. Well, it does allow him to get in position for mechs better. Although mech has like an 800 AOE range, so it doesn't necessarily.
850. Thank you,
850.
Nebula, who never used mech in his life before.
Look, one time I bought a mech. I think when I play Necrolite, I buy mechs every time. What's up? Yeah. Even if we don't need one, we already have one. I don't care. Necrolite, get a mech.
I love those games where you get 2 mechs,
Yeah, those are the best games.
and I love those games where you get like 5
Oh, we
mechs.
see a BKB initiation here. Korok goes ahead and drops his ultimate. We do see a wall drop, but that's not actually hit anything. Centerin is going to go down. We see the silence finally, but a little bit too little, too late. Trixie comes down a bulb on the backside, however. It looks like Trixie may end up going down. Fluff stuff taking a bunch of damage. He is able to Hand of God, but Era and Hani just wailing on him. Meanwhile, Trixie chasing after. He's not going to be able to get him. Fluff finally going to go down. No, Fluff. Yeah, Fluff is going to go down. I think they're going to get Era here. Zip in from Trixie. Ooh, Bulb's going to live. We're going to see if he got. No, he's going to die. Korok. Why did Korok keep him?
Well, Era's gonna be back alive. but he just totally did. You can see that's the Centaur trying to make some plays here. Zip. Oh, the stun. He's gonna make it out alive. Flop. Stunning Trixie. Not like he was gonna do anything, but it looked cool.
Man, Trixie had no mana and no HP. Like, literally, Korok could have just nuked him.
Yeah, but the CK would have killed both of them afterwards.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether getting a storm kill is worth both Boba and the Luna dying. They're gonna go back and keep farming. I guess that team fight, it was okay.
They got the tower.
I mean, they also lost 3 heroes.
Right. It's a tactical decision.
I mean, at this point, I don't think you could win a drawn-out game. Like, this kill score is just way too big. And the go bounce back of the Radiant is way too big as well. I mean, look at these tier 2 towers. Those are free gold eventually for the Radiant team. Yeah. So consider yourself even down gold at this point here if your team liquid.
I think they actually are down gold, right? Yeah, they are, just barely.
Just barely. But really the big issue is I think it's okay to actually suicide for Abraxas at this point, because you're not winning in a heads-up engagement anymore. I don't think.
Yeah, it's going to be quite a while before the next Roshan comes up, so they don't really have that advantage. And it's even arguable whether or not they can even get the Roshan. I mean, Fnatic can just kind of run in there.
They just got the Rosh before, yeah. So
yeah, Fnatic can just kind of run in there, and you really can't do a whole lot because of the global silence. Now, the silence that time, so Synderen is now 2 for 3 or 3 for 4, something like that. That silence was pretty ineffective. Like, ultimate had already been used by Korok. They didn't kill the Chen, so he was able to ultimate after that anyway. So it wasn't really spectacular. But the BKB on Trixie has just been like a godsend for him.
Yeah. I mean, there's not too much magical damage. Like, there is some vacuum and Eclipse, and there's some Fable. But it's the fact that he could jump in without the fear of that Scythe of Ice going on, and, like, he could do just whatever the fuck he wants. So...
Interesting that BKB has actually been picked up by Bounty Hunter as well.
Yeah, I don't see why not. It's a standard item here on Bounty.
Yeah, but you mentioned that there wasn't a whole lot of magical damage. Is there like a Hex? Oh, Furion has a Hex.
Yeah, he does have a Hex, yeah.
Okay. Well, with the Hex, it makes a little bit more sense. I don't know if he purchased at the same time or just purchased that with the intention of knowing that was going to happen.
I mean, being a melee hero, like, against the Darkseer wall and vacuum, that's really annoying, so... more HP, more damage, it's fine.
It's good. Hani, meanwhile, is going to pressure that top tower. He's going to have to TP back here because I think Korok does not have... Korok does have ulti again. They're just going to run right in here. Yep, Hani does go ahead and TP back. We see a counter ward here just trying to prevent any shenanigans from happening. They actually don't even kill the ward. Wow. See an initiation here. TC does... We see now a global silence being used, but TC probably going to go down. He's unable... He did use Eclipse, I think? He did get Eclipse off.
Well, no, that was the Darkseer. Ix Mike in big trouble. Ix Mike's gonna go down here. Korok's gonna try to right-click for as much damage as possible. He's actually running back and forth. Boba's getting a big pick off. They're gonna work on Synderen. They do get Synderen, but I think Korok's gonna get sent back. Hand of God being used to keep him alive. Force Snap on the high ground here, but we outlive it back to low ground. Korok gets pick off, and suddenly, if you're Fluff, you're pretty dead as well. He's gonna try to get a kill on Hani, but that means he's probably gonna get a track kill against him. Buyback comes from the TC. That's whopping. Drop it.
Nothing used.
Emerald Bulldog just received a prize for witnessing a multi-kill. Why the fuck is Emerald Bulldog getting some prizes?
Man, Emerald Bulldog's doing fine. He doesn't need any more crap.
Exactly.
Anyway, Trixie is not going to be able to chase as he's run out of mana. He's only got 1 charge on that region room for TC too. That's pretty beneficial. That was not bad. I believe they had 2 buybacks, and they wasted a wall afterwards. Man. Yep. So actually,
Trixie,
I thought that was
Trixie. Can you jump with the low ground here? Vacuum jump! Wow, I didn't think he could make that jump.
That said, the wall, because it did create a bunch of illusions, he did get the racks down to 110. He almost got it. That would have been huge, actually, to snipe that melee. They're not going to get it. Do they want to just dive in here and try and assassinate
They have to,
this?
right? The last 2 pushes have been kind of like suicidal dives.
I mean, Bulba can theoretically TP in. The problem is he won't be able to get it. They'll just kill him.
Yep, not with a storm on the map. No, definitely not.
Without a Lothars or anything, they just have no way to do that.
Yeah.
Even against a Gondar, it's not like Lothars would be any good. Yeah, I don't think they can.
But Liquid's gonna try this one more time. Look, they're gathering it up. I think they're gonna wait till Korok's Eclipse is up, which is gonna be up in like 30 seconds. I think they could give money for a recall ability right now.
Actually. I'm gonna get down there. 25 seconds, it should be up.
Yep. Look at Hani. Just the degenerate bastard that he is, looking for those kills for the CK.
Like, nobody who's ever played Gondar is a nice person.
He's gonna run into that Chuckles.
Cluckles. You get it? Cluck cluck like a chicken.
Yeah, right.
I know you Chinamen don't eat chicken, but
we do.
When woof woof, you know his name is Woofy.
Wow.
Cluckle's the brave. Such a good courier.
That
Well, I
courier
don't-
was brave.
It's not racist.
Oh, it's not?
No. It's true. It's
All
not
right.
racist if it's true. Like, look, black people are fast, alright? It's just the way it is. It's not racist if it's true. So they're gonna go for it again here. Lunar Eclipse is up. So
Oh, the TP
he
round
got
on
it.
Chen. There's a global on top. Chen's gonna get picked up immediately. There's a track on top of him now. Fluff did not use any items. And now they can focus on Ix Mike. They're so good at focus fire. Ix Mike. Oh, Ix Mike, Dragon Ball Z. They can fly back and forth, but Korok is what I'm watching right now. Looks like he did kill on Cinder once again, but Korok, I'm not sure where he can find his way.
He's gonna take Trixie down too, and there's the gem. Ooh, is he gonna get Hani too? Did he pick the gem up?
I don't
did
know.
not.
He didn't pick it up. It's on the ground. He does drop a teleport scroll. And Hani's on the run. Stormstrait as well. Well, is CK coming back in? Oh, I think Hani's dead. Look at the rest of team trading. Korok's gonna try to run, but the Hani movement speed's gonna be huge. Fluff is gonna get one Centaur Sam to try to delay this as much as possible. And I think that might be it. Yeah.
Gonna do it. Yeah, he gets the Tranquil Boots back unbroken, which is gonna allow him to get away. He's out of drums charges, but that's enough. That battle almost went spectacularly for Liquid. It started out so bad with another. I mean, they're just using the silence to perfection. Every time they use it, it's an immediate Trixie ball in. I mean, it really, is there a better hero to have with a silencer than Storm Spirit? Like, you can dictate when a battle's going to occur almost every single time.
Yeah, and it happens so quickly, right? Like,
Yeah,
he's just
you
getting...
can initiate on the hero that you need to solve, which in this case has been Fluff every single time. They just kill him and Bulba very quickly with that. Oh, it's so strong.
I mean, even on top of that, they relocate in the CK. Like, there's just so much you have to deal with instantly. A Storm that you can't catch, a CK that you can't kill because he has Armlet, BKB, Manta now on top with the Phantasm. How do you actually beat this?
I love this silencer. Like, this silencer works perfectly with CK. Like, this is the perfect lineup for silencer. It's so good. You're guaranteed to force an initiation just about every time that if they don't solve, you're going to crush them. And by silencing it, you just make it impossible for them. They're reliant entirely upon right-click damage. The problem is, Shin has no right-click damage. His whole strategy is just to heal his team. Luna has decent right-click damage, but without ulti, he's really pretty neutered. Darkseer is useless without a wall. Like, actually useless. And
Yeah, and I feel like
dies.
Luna right now is like 1 or maybe even 2 tier 4 items behind of actually carrying his team to victory.
Yeah.
Like, I think Butterfly is going to be good and it's going to be pretty decent against CK, but I'm not sure if it's enough. I feel like he needs
a
Butterfly,
and a
Satanic.
BKB.
I mean, he has BKB
I don't know about. Oh yeah, he's got BKB. So Butterfly.
and Satanic. Like,
I don't know that he needs the Satanic. To be honest, I think the Butterfly may be
I saw
enough.
TP
That gives you
somewhere.
so much.
did they
so
just
much
TP into Roshan? That just gave it away.
They
What the hell's
did.
Fnatic do?
They might catch him here. We're gonna see a.
No,
pull.
they could just
That's-
wait. They should wait for them to TP out and then just go into the Roshan or take a fight
but
right now.
they
There's a
leave-
TP out.
Yeah, but
Arrow's
No
being
Tail
left
came from
behind.
the middle. The No Tail came from the middle, so this will be easily. They can easily come right back.
Uh-oh.
And silence is up. This is dangerous. Yeah, and Liquid identified the issue and get back, but immediately gets grabbed. There's a Darkseer wall though. You see, he's zipping from a million miles away. He do get an ultimate from Korok before that ulti gets dropped. However, Trixie trying to isolate people down, but not able to do it. Arrow though wailing on Fluff is going to go down. That's one loss. Anybody else want to die? It looks like Era is going to fall. That's a 1-for-1 trade, but that's a CK for a chin. You'll take that any day if you're Liquid.
Oh man, that's right now No-Tail's kicking himself for using that relocate because he could easily relocate back to the base and got Era back instantly with that relocate comeback ability, but they're going to try to delay as possible. And I think they are going to get the delay off. You know, CK running very quickly with that Yasha as well as his innate high movement speed. The entire team's track up. I think once the CK get here, Liquids just have to get out. They can't. Normally a lot of teams think, oh yeah, we could just ancient farm. And you can see a 2 center on the ramp. They may think they're safe. They're not. They're not safe at all.
Oh, that was so close. TC almost caught Hani there. That would have been.
Yo,
rough.
man, relocates back up. Relocates back up.
Trixie is back though, so he could have came. That's
Relocates back up, and the TP right behind. There's a Storm initiation. They want TC, but Korok is just dead to like 2 crits in a row. There's 1 kill. TC has a Ghost Scepter. He's gonna try to run away. Trixie, by the way, has no mana. Ix Mike just gets pick off because he's Ix Mike. Uh-oh. Korok gets the BKB. Who's gonna focus? Eris is so tanky at this point here. Era Mantisau pops his own BKB. He sees Boba as being low. Look at Hani just going right on Boba's balls. Boba's balls getting chopped off. The game.
Meanwhile, North Korea is best Korea as we see the rise. Anyway, we see an addition here. Korok is gonna fall for the 2nd time. That is gonna make this so hard for Liquid now, as they're just gonna dive on Fluff. Fluff is gonna fall. It's just TC left to try and defend this against 5 heroes. They're gonna get this for Sean now. And you mentioned it, they cannot afford to stay. Like, you pointed out exactly. They think they can just ancient farm and hang out there, and they're just gonna ulti back in.
They need all 5 heroes. They need all 5 heroes. They need like everybody with full spells on. They need to not be tracked, because just on the bot team fight, you notice if CK was willing to TP in with Wisp, they will keep doing that unless you present a reason for him not to, like kill him a couple of times, for example. And so far, Liquid does not have the capability to do so. Remember back like 20 minutes ago when I said they made that D-turn in jungle and didn't push that mid lane when they have Aegis, and that might be the game-ending blow?
I mean, it's really just like made this game so much harder than it ever should have been.
And
I mean, they would have got that middle racks easily and been really significantly ahead. But now, I mean, now they need a miracle now. Like Fnatic are taking over this game. We see another initiation here. Bulba does use that Ghost Scepter, so he is going to be able to get away. So he survives for now, but this is going to be hard. I mean, they have an Aegis on CK. They can just walk middle.
I mean, that's exactly what they're doing right now, walking middle with Storm and Hani. And we do see Syndra staying behind to defend. I mean, he doesn't need to be there. That's like the coding of playing support silencer. I know the mech is, you know, you want the mech to be with you, but hey, global is really what counts right now.
Yeah, and I mentioned earlier how they had traded the Chin for the CK, and I said that, well, that's a really good trade. But actually, upon second analysis, all they really traded was a silencer ultimate for all of their ultis. Like they literally used all of them. Except the wall, or did they use the wall? I think they used the wall as well.
The wall was stumped very much so in the ramp. It wasn't in front. It was in a very nice position, but...
Yeah, but they traded all of that, and when they came back the second time, there was nothing to do.
Mr. Ed just received a prize for witnessing multi-kill. What multi-kill?
Well, he's in Mexico, and their internet's a little slower, so he just now got the previous battle now.
Okay.
Right?
Cool.
Yeah. I don't know what that's from. That's a bug. No, feature. Delayed gift. Anyway, delayed gift. So they are going to just go ahead and walk right middle. And again, Korok died, bought back out, and died. So he is broke as a joke now. I mean, basically they had all their eggs in the Luna basket, and they dropped it.
I mean, there has been a 15,000 goal swing. I'm just pointing out this game. Team Liquid is somehow still in this. And I mean, there's always possibility of like backdoor Ancients and backdoor even Throne. And they have the damage. Luna is no joke.
Is it time for Divine Throws?
It might be. I don't think he's survivable enough, though. I think you need to pick up a Satanic before any Divine Throws could be happening.
To be honest, I think he'd rather have a Butterfly, to be honest.
I mean, he wants a Butterfly, he needs a Satanic, and then he needs a Divine.
I don't think he needs a Satanic. I think a Helm would be enough.
Well, I mean, right now...
too greedy.
Right now, the Radiant
You're already asking for like 1 million gold.
But the Radiant's doing so much damage.
Oh, suddenly a gem.
Honey says I'll take that.
Did they never get the gem that they killed earlier?
No, with Satanic and BKB, like Korok has basically 2 lives. Because generally he doesn't get burst. Imagine he has a Butterfly on top. So, I mean, I don't think the game is over.
What just happened? Where did that gem come from?
It's like 2 team fight there ago. I don't know. Who cares? It's just a gem.
Well, it's pretty important. Anyway.
And look at this play right now on the Radiant side. Everybody that can be keeping buyback is keeping buyback. CK, the noticeable one that doesn't have it, but it's only because of the cooldown. He will have it in about 30-40 seconds. He's got 4K go in the bank. So even if Team Liquid somehow like do a big team wipe, they don't even win like that. So I don't know how Team Liquid wins right
now. A Rapier. I'm telling you, man, it's a Rapier. We see Bulba actually. Oh, Bulba's gonna TP in from the back. Now he's gonna TP in. I think they might be able to pick off Hani. This would be pretty big, but there is the relocate is ready. If they want to take a... Nobody got detection? Nobody figured that was going to be a good idea, or... Alright.
I mean, I guess the plan is to hex him and kill him.
IX Mike had the detection if he was on the backside.
Well, I don't even see any sentry being dropped, so...
He has a sentry. That's what I'm saying, he was back. He was at the very far side. Like, Korok ran down. I mean, Luna's pretty fast. Korok ran down and initiated on that, and he just used BKB and TP'd out. I don't think they could have caught him anyway.
Yeah.
They have no solution for BKB TP.
Trixie putting on his best impression of the Trixie Nature's Prophet, doing that split push by himself, and he can. I mean, he's freaking Storm.
He's got a Lincoln Sphere now, too, yeah.
Lincoln Sphere, BKB. Again, playing just perfect utility Storm, not exactly the late game carry or DPS, because he doesn't need that.
Liquid can't even push because Trixie's just going to, like, push their top at the same time, and then be able to TP in and just, like, decimate them.
Well...
I mean, they can try, but this is not... I don't think this is going to work.
I mean, Boba could also use this TP scroll and go back, and then defend that one, and TP back in. That's the beauty of... Oh, he doesn't even have a TP scroll, so...
What TP scroll, bro?
Boba needs to use Midas. Boba, why you?
Boba, you need to use your Nidus, you noob.
I don't think he've used it for a long while. And they're just letting Storm push that. Somebody's got a TP back. I don't think they wanted to, but they
Finally,
have
they're
to.
gonna have mass TPs, but they can't stop him. He's got BKB cheese Lincolns. Like he's just gonna go kill TC.
Oh my
Yep,
God.
we're gonna see an initiation from Era. That was a huge throw. TC is going to fall. There's the silence. They're gonna go after. I think Bulb actually Trixie taking a decent amount of damage. Korok does crack his ultimate, but it doesn't actually accomplish anything. More than anything, it just scares him off. Era, look at that region. Holy crap.
What's region?
Yeah, and
No
on the
joke.
backside, Gondar got Rubik on bottom. And I think he's gonna get Fluff next. Double track kills. Ooh, Mech! Oh, that was so close to a counter kill for Fluff.
Yo, where was that test of faith? Oh no, he was on
He had
cooldown.
already
He used it.
Bulba TP's in, but he has no detection. What is their plan?
Hex and kill.
But no detection, and it's on cooldown. Like what? That wasn't even the plan to begin with either. Hope he's out of mana. I guess that's an option.
Oh, Hani, he's gonna follow jungle around. Oh my God, the CK's here. These guys are so dead. Fluff's gonna try
Fluff.
TP out.
No.
No,
Oh,
the
boy.
balls, they give so much side. The balls! In your face!
Oh, Sam. Bulba's dead.
Do you follow Sam on Twitter?
I do not. Does he have a good Twitter?
Yeah, he's pretty ridiculous on his Twitter. My
He
favorite
invented
part,
everything.
like, you know, he's a very sarcastic and cynical, so I
He
love
pretty much invented everything, right?
Right.
Oh yeah, I invented that.
The
Bulba,
other
the
thing,
originator of every strategy ever.
the other thing is that there's also a Twitter account that is like, it's called Twitter's Dad. Like LSV's Kindle. It's not
Yeah.
made by LSV, or actually, like, it's not really Sam's dad,
Well, oh, Bulba's dad.
or Boba's dad.
You said Twitter's dad.
Oh, is that what I
Boba's
said?
dad.
I meant Boba's dad.
Bulba's dad?
Yeah.
The dire best do something.
So they have some ridiculous, like, tweets.
Is it as good as PV's quotes? PV's quotes are the greatest. Really?
No,
PV's
I
quotes
did not
awesome.
know there was a PV's quote Twitter.
Yeah, it's so good.
I didn't know there's like LSV's Kindle Twitter.
LSV's Kindle gets left everywhere. We see a TP and a Hex on Hani. I think they're gonna actually get Hani. This time they do have vision. He's
I don't
gonna die.
think that means jack squat.
He has 5.8k gold. I don't think he cares. Meanwhile, Trixie kill on top, forcing more TPs out. And they're not going to catch him. I mean, he's basically Furion at this point. You're right. Like, he can just pressure top endlessly, and they have to constantly stop to defend this.
So what the plan? Fluff?
What's the plan? Good point. Let's see.
I mean, they have a Nature's Prophet, so he could be the counter to Boba. I see you missing value. Midas.
How long is this? Is it still the
No,
same one?
no. He used it once between, but still missing value right now.
He is not meeting his quota, like, at all. He's just so far behind.
He's
He'd be fired.
fired.
He would be
Like-
fired.
I mean, worse like car salesman or whatever.
Car salesman. Is that?
You
what
gotta
the
meet your
reference
quota.
was? I don't think it was car salesman was the reference, but yeah, he needs to meet that quota, bro. Are you fired? Anyway, so if I'm Liquid, or if you're Liquid, what do you do? How do you win this game? Like, what's your plan, bro?
Let me think.
I think my plan, they've got a butterfly on Luna now. I think my plan is literally, I think your previous idea was actually correct.
What?
You just turtle till a rapier. Like,
Satanic, Butterfly, Rapier.
Is that-
If you get an Aegis, you get an Aegis.
is that their best plan? That might be their best plan.
I mean,
The problem is, like, CK and Stormspear aren't getting any weaker. Like, they've still got spots left. CK's got another slot that he can get another ridiculous item. Stormspear has 2 more slots.
No Tail
like-
has a freaking Heaven's Halberd. I like that.
I mean, it's not like
Legitimate.
Silencer can't get some items either. I mean, he's got 3.6k. He could easily pick up some kind of Hex
Oh,
as well.
oh, this start
Oh, we
by
see an initiation here on Era, but really well played there. Immediately relocating him back. So good.
freaking. He didn't even go back to Fountain. Not like he needed. Oh,
Oh,
are
no,
they
no,
gonna
he's
camp him?
rotated from where it was.
They should not camp him. You back out. You don't have Eclipse. They have Global. Yeah, you get the hell
In
out.
fact, they're gonna get initiated on. TC jumps in here. Do we have a silence? We're gonna
No,
use
he's
the
out
silence.
of
We're
mana.
waiting
Just
for it.
focus him. Focus him. He pops a cheese. He's gonna sit back out and Wisp go boom, 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 and they back off.
Oh, I thought that was silence for a second. I was like, that is the worst silence I've ever seen. But it was just a curse.
I don't think Liquid
How
make
about
this
on Wisp?
push.
Holy crap.
I don't think Liquid make this push. They bait out the cheese. There's no H's, I guess. I mean, if you somehow win a team fight.
Somehow it's a good question though. Somehow, how exactly?
Storm Spirit.
I mean, they still have silence. Like, you can't push into silence.
I mean, silence does nothing.
so innocuous.
It's so innocuous. I like that.
It's because you said it.
Yeah, I know.
Nice self pat on the back. Oh man, did you think of that? That's so good. Whoever thought of that's a brilliant person.
Honey has a Scythe of Ice. I just want to point that one out.
So he did get a Hex.
Yeah, I mean, all these
Hex
items on Radiant are just like, it just feels more impactful, you know? Like, we have Boba has a Vlad's, which normally I say, yeah, it's a good item, except you look over to the other side and they have, like, bigger items, better items.
Boba does not have a Vlad's. Boba has a Hex. Oh, he does have a Vlad's. I'm stupid. He's
had
a Vlad's a long time.
He also has an unused Midas.
Still.
No, he used it the other time when they smoked in the jungle, but haven't used it now.
Right
Look,
there.
I'm constantly looking at him. I'm constantly looking at him. Like, every time he has an unused Midas, I'm going to call it out. This is the third time.
Don't go into economics and or like business management. Not a good idea. I'm thinking maybe librarian. That's probably
He's a
your
car
shit.
salesman. Uh-oh.
I think librarian.
Why librarian?
Librarian?
Librarian.
Librarian. He's not from Libya.
But why librarian?
I don't know. I don't know if that's how you say somebody from Libya. I guess it's a Libyan.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Reloading comes in right now. There's a global TC. Nobody can talk, and there's a go on. Flop is actually very tanky. There's a hand of God coming right now, but where is the damage output coming out? Luna Nova, nobody focusing him. Eclipse is gonna be up in a second. He's gonna pop that Eclipse, use Eclipse. Yes, he does, and now they're gonna focus everybody down. He's still alive, and it looks like Nova gets blown the hell up. Honey's on the run, and oh, No Tail dies as well. They may have the buyback, but I think that's the fight that they were looking for. Korok, what the hell are we chasing? Don't go for the Honey. Go for the Aegis right now, or go for a base push. Whatever it is. No, he's going back. He actually can't push it by himself because his team is dead.
Well, they all just bought out, but what was that focus? They used Global Silence and nobody tried to kill Korok? Nobody? Like, they just, like, Arrow in at... I think Arrow was hitting him, but he might have been hexed by Bulba. Either way, like, just no... Like, Korok just stood there and just wailed on everybody. They ended up killing 3 heroes. 2 did buyback. I think they're going to get this Roshan on the list. This is really smart from Trixie and Hani, just trying to sneak in there and get this. I mean, they saw him go back because of the track, so they knew he wasn't there.
Yep, and they took it because of that. That was pretty bad focus fire, though, by Fnatic. I mean, because he doesn't have life steal, like, you know, once the BKB is down, you have a very much so guaranteed way to killing him. He did have a lot of illusions down, so maybe they were not confident whether they could focus on the right Luna. Because, I mean, to be honest, at this point, they don't have any good AoE ways to clear or at least remove a chunk of HP from the illusion, so you don't really know which one's the real one. In fact, they have no real AoE aside from a remnant. So, maybe that's why they haven't been focusing. They've been working on heroes like Chen. They've been working on heroes like on IX Mike. So...
And CK got 4 heroes. He can hit 4 targets at one time. That's AoE.
I mean, that needs micro. He ain't no select.
By the way, I'm excited about the possibilities of Select getting good at Dota. That's going to be awesome.
So you're saying he's not good at Dota right now?
No, that's not what I meant.
The possibility of him getting good at Dota. That's kind of what you meant.
Okay, what I meant was like, okay, like a StarCraft 2 pro with that incredible micro potential. Like, imagine if he gets really good at like Meepo or something. Or some crazy crap like that. I mean, StarCraft 2 micro is pretty legit, alright?
Right. Imagine he gets good at Chen. Oh, he plays 5? Okay.
Nah, I'd rather see him play Meepo. I think that'd be most exciting.
Alright.
What did Select play? Was he Protoss?
I don't know.
You don't even know. How would you know?
I don't know. I know he's he micros. That's it.
Oh, good one.
Yeah.
Is it because he plays StarCraft 2? How'd you know that? Was he a pro SC2 player? Anyway. Speaking of, did you watch this weekend's
MLG? Not yet. I've been casting my ass off this weekend.
I will not spoil.
Thank you. Thank you. I did watch the apparently the 3-hour StarCraft 2 game with Bomber.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty ridiculous. And I fell asleep before knowing who won. By the way, just want to point out, late game scenarios, this Ogre Frost Mage, legit ass creep. Like, it is actually legit. 8 armor for free? That's a deal. I'm Chinese and I don't know. Oh shit, that's a...
Korok has a DD.
Okay. Alright, you go down mid now.
But is he gonna buy a relic? This is a relic. It's time for Divine Throws.
I don't know. I think Satanic. I think it should have been Satanic.
He's got 600 damage right now. So unless that DD wears off or he gets killed, they've got this.
Alright. Look at what Hani's doing. Hani says low. Low tier creep wave.
Hani.
What's up?
That is a true Gondar player right there. Like the douche that he probably is playing in Gondar.
Dude.
By the way, I don't hate Hani in any way. I just hate Gondar.
All right.
We're just gonna go right click the throne.
Yo, that's how you win the game. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Woo!
There's a glyph being forced out right now. They can focus on Fluff. Fluff would not even survive through that silence. He is dead. But where's some right click? There's a glyph being dropped. BKB Korok doing some work, but no, he's gonna go right back for the drone. The drone's getting focused.
Why?
Yep, here we go. Focusing it. Oh, they're bringing it down. Korok is dead. I think the sandbag. No, the sandbag is not there because definitely he was dead.
There's no way they're gonna get this. Why did they try this? Are they gonna do it again? Is that the plan?
Glyph is down. Glyph is down for 5 minutes.
But it's gonna regen up to about like 1500, maybe 1800 before. Oh, they got the bottom. No, the bottom racks didn't fall at all.
I think that's the only way to win right now, right? You just go for that throne.
But I mean, it's not.
And I mean they have to do it now. I don't mean eventually go for drone because Glyph is down.
Well, they just threw away 5 heroes.
That's fine.
They're gonna do it now.
Whatever. Yeah. I mean,
the problem is all of Fnatic is alive, and well, Silence will be up in 80.
I mean, previously they were all alive too. They made that push.
Yeah, but they had DD and like Fnatic were not in their base. Like Liquid kind of snuck in there.
They walked down the mid lane killing every quick wave. What kind of sneak are you talking about?
It was a sneak in plain sight, but there was heroes at top. They were a little out of position when they went in there, so they got a little bit of free time.
They have Storm and Wisp relocate. How did they be out of position?
I want to mention with Korok with DD did hit a couple heroes without the racks for a little while there, so maybe if he'd have focused, we could go. That said, they're gonna have problems getting there as their base is gonna be falling here pretty soon.
Look, Fluff, don't care. IX Mike, don't give a fuck. They are on a journey right now. Meanwhile, though, Trixie gonna go in the base. Okay.
I mean, is he gonna sell and make BOTs? Is that the plan?
Yeah, he's got BOTs.
Who's gonna BOT too? He can't BOT to an illusion. He can't get in there. How's he gonna get in there?
Boba's making trees. Boba's making trees. He sold, he got BOT. Holy fuck.
BOTs.
Alright, here we go.
Space
BOT.
race?
Trixie, is he gonna go for a pull? Is he gonna go for a pull?
not enough
Trixie's pull! He pulled TC! So that's one less hero. They're not gonna focus on the base. There's regen on the mountain. Why the fuck is the throne regenning? The throne's supposed to not have backdoor protection. It's regenning the fuck out of here. And I think Korok's time. Where's Korok? Korok's getting focused. He's dead. Okay, Nebula, please look at the throne right now. Throne does not regen. Throne should not have backdoor protection. I casted enough backdoor base race to know this shit. I'm positive. Braxis have it. Thrones does not in Dota 1.
Are you sure?
I'm absolutely positive.
So you're saying there's a new feature?
There's a new feature.
All right, new feature. Thrones have backdoor protection.
Okay, I think they win that game if the feature wasn't there.
I think so too. That seriously regened a lot. Like that was at least 1,000 regen. If not for the new feature, I think they would have got that. The question is, has that always been in Dota 2?
I don't know. Maybe. No, here's the real thing. Like, a lot of people, and if I was right about that feature, a lot of people are like, oh, Fnatic lucked out because of bug, whatever. I think Liquid threw. Like, 40 minutes ago, whenever that push mid lane does, they should have won it there. Period.
Well, yeah, I thought you were going to meant the end of the game there. I was like, well, they tried what they needed to try. But, yeah, I mean, if they hadn't gone into the bottom jungle, they probably would have just, like, walked in, killed the racks, and been so far ahead. Because that ended up, not only did they not get the racks, and they were forced to get it much later for, like, a lot more deaths, but they ended up losing triple track kills, I believe.
Yes.
And they threw away the Aegis. So, like...
And a career. And a tier 1 tower.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think Fnatic played splendidly throughout the game. Being against a strat that was very, very hard for that team to defend. They don't have any AoE to...
Man, I really, really like the CK Wisp Silencer combo. I mean, with the Storm Spirit, it helps, obviously, and Gondar with CK Wisp is obviously insane as well. But I think Silencer fits perfectly into those 4-hero strategy. Like, it just allows them to just isolate any problem hero, any problem situation they can just solve.
We also saw the weakness of the line was the fact that it doesn't really defend against Great Waves. You can't clear them out with AoE nukes. The only way to defend it is actually to charge in, and if you're not strong enough to charge in, then you just die, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and honestly, despite the fact that I really like that lineup, if Liquid had played that properly, it would have lost.
yeah, it would have.
So we saw the power of it, but you're right. We did see the issue with it as well. And I'm not sure that like either Storm Spirit or Gondor. I don't know that you need both of them. Maybe you do for that to be perfect. But like, would that work with a Tinker? I think it would work with a Tinker too, right?
I mean, I think the big part of the bounty is the track. So the fact that get you from a behind situation pulls you ahead. I mean, the go graph was ridiculous.
What if instead of Storm Spirit, they get Tinker and like Gondor or somebody rushes a Necro book?
Yeah, I don't see why not. I
Anyway.
think Vlad's BKB is a fine item to defend, but yeah. I
That
see your
said,
point.
features be damned and throws be damned. Those are some pretty damn good games.
They were games indeed, and hopefully this made up for that great game 2 that you guys watched and enjoyed.
Game 2 was incredible.
It was.
Right?
It was.
So hit me up at the Nebula on Twitch. No, on
YouTube. Yep.
Twitch is at Twitter's at DCNebu1A, as is Twitch. But I want to know the most gangsta hero, and me and Lumi are gonna do a rap. Also, if you haven't watched the rap, go watch it now. It's on Lumi's channel. It is b-balling and SG's GG. It's basically the greatest thing I've ever seen. This game is complex.
Please don't go watch it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, this is Luminous and Nebula signing off to you guys.